You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Guys, how's everyone doing today? So very excited to see all of you. This is Triple T. What is it? Talk and Treats Trivia. That's how we did it. We're doing that whole like diners dive in and dive-ins and dives sort of thing or whatever it is. So you know what though? When we came up, we thought it was such a good idea. It would roll off the tongue. No, it does not. Triple T is a much better name. And I'm so glad that when they did everything, they just changed it to Triple T because, man, that gets tongue-tied really quick. Guys, we have an absolutely fantastic show today. One of my best friends in comics is here. Love this guy so much. And he's doing so much amazing work. So I'm really excited for you guys to be able to see him, hear about all the amazing works that he's doing. And then we're going to do some trivia based around his works. Not like in the genres. You don't have to have read his stuff. You're okay. But yeah. So how about we start the show right now?
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
All right, guys. That's right. You're here for Triple T, Talk and Treats Trivia. Treats come later. Trivia comes later. First, it's time to talk, and I would love to show off my absolute good buddy, Travis Gibb. What's going on, homie?
First things first, this is a 4T because Travis is here tonight, so it's a 4T tonight, not 3T.
That's true. Oh, and I do have to warn you, we're on the EXP, so I'm not allowed to swear.
I am aware. I know the peeps that you can't even say the proper name of a cover like on the Experience. It is a trade dress less cover.
Oh, is that? Oh, we're not allowed to use the N word.
Yes, correct. You can't say that other word.
Or the V word, right? Is that the one we can't use?
Yes, correct. The other thing, if I knew we were doing Guy Friday, I would have wore my most flamey shirt. I was not aware. Can we just do this next week? Because I want to come prepared.
You know what? We will definitely have you back, so that's not even an issue.
All right.
Trav, dude, I knew you before you even officially had a book out, when you didn't even have anything out on Kickstarter yet. And now here you are. You've got like 17 things happening at once right now. And I'm genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, so proud of all the work and everything you've done, dude. You're doing absolutely amazing stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about you and what's going on right now?
No, like right now is wild. We just wrapped up Coins of Judas issue 1 and 2 just came into comic shops. So that wrapped up. So that came out last week. Last Wednesday was the last of that. We're now starting March. At the end of March, we launched Granite State Punk, which is our big Scout debut. And Chuck, that is huge. I mean, not only has Scout had great sales, but I'm flying to New Hampshire on the 15th to do a exclusive signing, giving out 250 comics to VIP. Like they flew me out, and it's going to the VIP bag. So they have an exclusive cover for them. I've got MegaCon coming up with the whole team of Granite State Punk. So we've got Patrick coming down, Canadian Destroyer, Jerome Gagnon. We got my wife, and we're all going to be there for doing signings there. And then Free Comic Game, I'm going to go back to New Hampshire to my original comic store, Jetpack. So like, it's wild, man. It's wild.
That's absolutely. And I'm so disappointed. You and I are on competing shows this year because you're going to be at MegaCon. I'm going to be at C2E2.
Right.
Dude, that's tough.
I don't know. Like, they need to get along. Reed Pup and Fan Expo talk it out, hug it out, figure it out. Like, because I would have went to both. Like, C2E2 was on my agenda. That's it, right? And that's the thing. We all want to be able to do both of those big shows. So yeah, come on, guys, get your stuff together. So today you've got a really cool package. So I think the big things we're going to be talking about, Coins of Judas, right?
And we're going to be talking about Voodoo Nations. Okay. But one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the people who watch the trivia to also make sure that they stick around and watch the talk.
Right.
So I want to also get some trivia from this very interview so that I make sure they watch the interview. So you have an absolutely fun-looking book that is on Kickstarter right now, written by your delightful wife and editor, Heather. And it has to do with your son's favorite food. Yes. So can you please tell us about that?
Yeah. I just did a YouTube video about this. Not YouTube, Substack video about talk about this. A lot of people don't give credit to their spouses. They're just like I can't do Orange Cone without my spouse, not just because she's my editor, because if you read any of my books and see or follow me on any of my social media, I can't spell worth a damn. Darn, the experience, darn. But the other thing is, and you know this because you know my heart. We talk about my wife. Like there's not a phone call where if we are on the phone where I don't talk about my wife. She just inspired me to do Broke Down in Four Dead Bodies. Voodoo Nations is about her on some level. Like, it's a fictional character, but like the core, crux, the emotional arc of it is her. Granted to say Punk was the result of Remy coming into existence. I needed to fall in love with New Hampshire again. And like this book is my cathartic way of doing that, so she's part of every aspect of this. In her own book, she wrote a song about my son and his love of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese. He loves cottage cheese. That's all he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Loves it. So she wrote a song, and it's a book with a song called Sing Along Blog. Sing Along Blog is what Josh Whedon did, and it was fantastic. This is super delicious sing-along comic book, Cottage Cheese. It's on Kickstarter. And guys, I'm going to be honest, we're struggling, and I don't struggle, so I don't know what this is like. I'm not trying to be like non-sympathetic to the people who struggle every time they join Kickstarter, but I'm used to funding in like a week at the most, and we're down to the last couple of days, and we haven't got there yet.
So, I mean, guys, this is a great book to pick up for your kids. I mean, we're always talking about why aren't there, we need to find a way to get more kids into comics and more young people into comics. He's got your solution right here. He's got a great book that you can read and sing along with your kids and stuff. Go check it out. Pick it up for your kids, your nieces and nephews, grandkids, local kids, whatever, man.
Yeah, and really, sing what he says. Sing, like literally, there's a song attached to it. I'm not sure if I was clear about that. There's literally a song.
Yeah,
you click a QR code, you get the song and the comic for the same price.
Dude, very excited, man. Very excited. And now let's move on to, Coins of Judas. That's a big one right now, and you will be adding that into the package. So let's talk about Coins of Judas.
Yeah. So Coins of Judas right here. It was my first mainstream direct market book. It's from Band of Bards. And it's a great book. Highly recommend. What it's about is about the Westergaard family. They're a brother and sister group, and that brother and sister have been going through a whole bunch of stuff. One of them just got out of prison, and they have these coins. So when Judas threw down those coins of silver, 30 of them created 30 demons in the world. And those demons were the worst sins that have ever happened. So adultery and like gluttony, all those things produce a demon. And these demons have been hunted by demon hunters throughout time. And this is a family that's trying to deal with it. So you deal with like 5 things. It's only a 2-issue storyline, which is pretty cool too. So 1 and 2, it's done. It's done by our great friend, Tyler Carpenter. You and I both love Tyler.
Oh yeah.
It's a great book. Highly recommend, and it's sold out at the diamond level. So you have to get it from Band of Bards, or if your store happens to have a copy. So like, please check it out.
Or win one tonight.
Tonight. Signed. I'll sign it.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. Well, and for those people who are hearing that there's 2 issues and they go, well, then why should I care? There's not. You guys have more down the pipeline, right?
That's true. Yeah, we just announced the second 2-parter, which is Coins of Judas the Gambler, which is another 2-parter. But don't be negative about that. Like 2-in-1s were a thing. Like that was the thing when you got a 2-in-1. It was a team up for 2 issues. Like that was a thing. Spawn's doing it right now. Like 2 issues. It's actually part of the cornerstone of comics. Like that used to be a thing. It's just not as mainstream or done as much as it used to be.
Well, and I feel you there, and I apologize if it did seem like I was being negative. I just worry that people are like, oh, it's already out, so I don't have to worry about it. It's like, no. There's still so much more to come. Like, and what has come is awesome. So you guys got to check it out and have fun with it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then the other one, Voodoo Nations. The first 3 issues are out. 4th issue is coming out this year. And I know that you recently announced that you're actually, and I love this about you. You've said it before where you're like, hey man, you got to do what's right by the book. And you basically made this announcement, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, where you said, you know what, it was supposed to be a 4-parter, but now as I write it and I feel it out, I realize, no, this needs to be 5 parts to do it right.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the best parts about being indie that I think we don't take advantage of is we set those rules, right? Like if it was, I could make it 4 issues, but the ending would be lackluster. And I wrote that ending several times and tried to adjust it. But I was like, to give the fans the best ending, let's just add another issue. Let's just get that extra issue out there. So yeah, we've extended it to 5 issues. The work's almost done with that. We've got so many things coming out, Chuck. I mean, Expired's next on the Kickstarter run. We finished Expired 2. I got No Contest literally launching in a couple of days. Tale of the Collective 2023 is launching in a couple of days. Like, it is a wild year. And finally, we're going to get that broke down trade. That's the right after Expired. We're going to do that before Voodoo. So it's wild. It's wild stuff.
Dude, you've got so much stuff going on. I'm so super excited for you. Really. You're a bit of a trivia head yourself too, right?
I have known to win a few trophies in the trivia circuit. I do hate it though when you do trivia and you like nowadays when you do the trivia, you just get to take a picture with the trophy. You don't get to bring it home. Like, no, like I earned it. You buy another one, fool.
See, I'm a little lucky because I don't necessarily. Being a big nerd, I'm not used to having trophies. So when we win at these things, we don't actually win a trophy. By the way, Trish, we both see you. Much love to you, girl. We don't win trophies. We win money at that particular bar, and I'm like, ooh, okay, that's pay for my drinks and my food. I love that.
Yeah. I always feel that like, you always feel dirty about it, but you also feel satisfied, right? You're like, I'm going to use this gift card tonight.
I totally feel you there. Well, as long as you tip, whatever, everyone's happy. Right. Oh, dude, man, I'm a little disappointed because Wendy would have loved to have been here. She's out right now. We're trying to purchase a new car, so she's out and about. Hopefully, she will be here for trivia, though, guys. Okay. Travis, before we do head out, do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about or you wanted to plug?
Well, do we want to show that other prize?
Let's do it.
That's right. The full graphic novel. I spared no expense for you guys. The full graphic novel. And this is not a regular cover. This was not on the Kickstarter. I wanted to make sure that that's clear. This is a soft cover of the Kyle Willis cover. That's the hardcover. So you could only have bought the hardcover. This is only what I bring for shows or some of the other guys have it. We wanted to get this out because Cthulhu Invades Neverland is out. In fact, on the orangeconeproductions.com, we actually have the pre-sale for Cthulhu Invades Neverland right now, which is pretty cool. So if you wanted to get the preview and you wanted to check it out, go ahead and order it. But yeah, right here. It's great.
And what I will say about that one is I brought all of my copies. I got a bunch of copies for being a part of it, and I sold out all of my copies at this last show.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's great.
Oh, dude. It was so good. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I've had several people contact me. Our good buddy Henri, whose show I believe is on after this, and Chris Mad, they're both like, hey, what's a good pitch to sell this book? And I was like, there isn't one. Just say the name. It does it by itself. You don't need to work. And it's true. I'll just, I'll give my 5-10 second pitches all the way through, and then I'll just say, and Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, and that's all they require. They pick up that book. If they're a fan of either, they're immediately excited and into it. So And I've told you this before, dude. I feel like that was just a genius move. That whole series has been terrific. I've been so excited to be a part of it. You guys are doing such amazing work, Trav. Like, seriously, I'm so super proud of you, man.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, we worked really hard at producing the best stuff we can. This year's no exception, and trying to figure it out and just trying to figure out new things and new ways to get to the audience. I'm so happy that I'm in the direct market, so more people can pick up our stuff. You said this last con that you had someone who was a big fan of our stuff come talk to you. Getting our name out there, getting the record, and thank you for having me on programs like this. I'm so excited for all you people doing trivia. Tonight I would normally stick around for the whole thing because that's the kind of guy I am, but this is the one night that I don't do shows. I only do a show because Chuck is here, but because my wife and kids watch Masked Singer, and that is super important. So I have to watch the 4-year-old so it doesn't go crazy. But you guys are going to let me know who I have to ship this to, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. Guys, again, you're going to get the absolutely amazing Cthulhu Invades Wonderland and a signed copy of Coins of Judas. Yeah. Again, as always, every week, I'm so jealous of whoever wins tonight. Trav, much love to you, man. So glad you came out. Go enjoy the family.
Sure. No, absolutely. I will. And let me know. And anybody, if you guys, Chuck, if you don't mind, anybody who participates tonight, if they give you an email, we'll give them some digital stuff to make sure
you heard it here, guys. Tonight. Send us an email, and he'll make sure you get a digital. I will bring it up again. Thank you so much, Trav. You are absolutely awesome. And guys, we will be back right after this.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code. What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rocket Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
I really, really dig that song a lot. I had so much fun with that. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Sound off in the comments. Tell us you're here. I'm super excited. You guys saw that absolutely amazing package we had there, Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, and we've got the first issue of Coins of Judas, a sold-out book. Not easy to get. Both of them signed. Travis Gibb is blowing up, doing all sorts of amazing stuff. Guys, we're doing this. Everyone's doing great. Please make sure to, with these creators, check out their stuff, see what they're doing. Like that's part of what we're doing here, right? Like we want to do something fun for you guys and have you some really cool treats and whatnot. But we also really want to show off some amazing people who don't necessarily get to be shown off as often, especially on a platform such as this. So yeah, please talk it out. And of course, like, comment, share, whether you're on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of them. We don't care. We're good with that. Normally is when I would start talking about my amazingly beautiful co-host who is on the other side of the screen, except she's not here today. So technically, my amazingly beautiful co-host is our producer, JD, and he is such a great dude. I really appreciate him so much, and he's going to be helping me along tonight as you guys answer some absolutely fun trivia that I came up with. I know, I actually came up with some trivia today. And Coins of Judas slipped between the cracks of getting comics. Well, dude, he's going to be sending out digitals to people. I don't know what's going to be coins, but he's going to be sending out PDFs of stuff to everybody. So get involved, get your friends involved, and we're just going to have a wonderful day. As always with the trivia, please no Googling. If we don't immediately have answers, I'll give you guys clues till we get them. And if not, we'll give them out to the people who are closest and whatnot. We're here to have a good time. And sadly, not for a long time. We're also, it goes like this. First person to answer correctly gets 3 points. Second person to answer correctly gets 2. Third person who answers gets 1 point. So you guys can obviously answer more than once. If somebody gives out an answer and you think, oh, that's probably the right one, change your answer. I don't care. Like I said, keep it up. Keep going. We're going to have a great time. So, without enough of my rambling and crap, why don't we go on to question number 1? Okay. I'm being told that I'm a little blurry. That could be me. Here, we're gonna clean off the old camera-roo. Now, how am I? Hopefully that helped. All right. So let's start. Of course, we talked to Travis Gibb, and he has. I don't know if you got Coins of Judas, you got Voodoo Nations. There's a lot of kind of religious connotations in the stuff that he does. So there were a fair amount of religious questions here. There's a lot of other stuff too. So we're going to start out on that religious aspect. What area did voodoo start in? What area of the world did voodoo start in? You don't necessarily have to give me a country. In fact, you really don't have to. If you kind of give me the area, continent, part of the continent. Jamaica. Edward, good to see you, man. Haiti. Haiti's a really good one. Guys, Caribbean, you guys are doing really good. Brazil, no. So far, none of those are happening. Haiti, no. But let's go. It predates those places. So where did a lot of those colonials come from? Yeah, I was like, is that another? No, that's just me. New Orleans. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. Haiti and New Orleans are big ones. The Americanized version, very much so. But when we talk about voodoo, it's actually spelled VODOU. Earth. Yeah, thanks, Bri. I love you, buddy. South Africa. Oh, South America, not South America. Edward, that's pretty good. Get more specific. South American, not South American. Someone might have gotten it right. That's what I'll say. Yes, you guys are saying Africa. It's a specific section of Africa, and someone has already answered it. Let's see our first 3. Not South Africa. There we go. David knows what's going on. So I believe David said West Africa first. Who else has said West Africa? West Africa, Katrina. Katrina said it. All right. So it goes David, Katrina. Do we have somebody else who got the final West Africa? Kenya. Is that in West Africa? Nigeria. You know what, Edward? I'll give it to you for Nigeria because that was specifically mentioned. So, Edward. So, we've got David with 3 points, Katrina with 2, and Edward with 1. And see, that's how we do it, guys. Keep it up, keep going. This changes very quickly. And I did tell, I don't know if you guys watched the actual the interview or not, but I did talk to my good buddy Travis, and I said we're doing something new. We're basically asking him a trivia question about his stuff that only he would, only people who watch that particular segment would know. So make sure that you watch that segment, not only so that you can see the amazing works that he's done, but also so you can get a leg up on the trivia. So I'm going to drop that one right now. He has a son, Remy, and he has an amazing sing-along comic. Travis has an amazing sing-along comic on Kickstarter about his son, Remy, and his son, Remy's favorite food. What is his son's favorite food? I already know several of you know him well enough and know the book, so I already know. I feel like Katrina's probably going to jump into this one quick. Oh, Katrina, you're so smart. Edward. And oh, sorry, Mike. Not mac and cheese. Not chicken nuggies. No. David. Yeah, David, that's a good reason. Go for it, man. Looks like, see, Mike comes in a little late. Looks like we got our 3 people. Katrina came in first, then Edward, and then David. That's correct, guys. It is cottage cheese. I freaking love cottage cheese. I don't care. A little salt and pepper, especially when I'm on a diet. That's amazing. I'm just a huge cheese guy anyways. But, dude, yeah, love the stuff. Great. Look, we're already 2 questions in. I'm feeling limber. I'm feeling ready for a third. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. What marks this happened recently. What marks the beginning of a 40-day period in the Christian religion, usually used as a purpose for self-improvement? And the reason I'm asking this question is because if you read Voodoo Nations 1, it related around this particular holiday. Again, what marks the beginning of a 40-day period in the Christian religion, usually used as a purpose for self-improvement? It happens right after Mardi Gras, if that helps. Fat Tuesday. Hintily hint hint. Lent is the holiday, yes. That's the 40-day holiday. But what is the actual day that marks the first day of Lent? Edward, smart dude. Edward had, now we got Mike in, and then Trish. So Mike gets 2. Trish and Mike are both on the board now. That's awesome. We had Edward with 3 points, Mike with 2, Trish with 1. Edward, you got 1 point on the first one, and then you got second place on the second, and now you got first. You're only getting better, buddy. Guys, don't eat lentils. That's actually a very good thing to give up. I feel you're there. You know what? I gave up something weird. And feel free to shout out the things that you guys gave up. I gave up reels, like the shorts, TikTok reels, all that, because I found that I could just watch one and suddenly it's 2 hours later. And I already am having a hard time keeping my mind onto things, but having something that I can just go down a rabbit hole, I had to step away from that. And I know it's a very weird thing to give up, but I had to. All right, gang. Doing terrific, having fun. This is not a religious holiday, but it is a holiday question and a movie question and a comic question. You like that little segue in there? Everything relates. What holiday does the movie The Crow circulate around? What holiday does the movie The Crow circulate around? I bet JD right now is like, I know this one. I'll do it. Halloween. Edward, so close, but nada, buddy. Not Halloween. No, I know, right? It's very close to Halloween. It's the day before Halloween. Mike. No, not Day of the Dead. Katrina. Do we have one more? And Edward. There you go, Edward. Nicely done, buddy. Edward so far is the only person who has gotten a point on every single round. We're on round 4. Edward.
That might not be true. I apologize.
Oh,
looking back, it was Mike. It was Mike, Katrina, and it was Ed. It was Ed. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're good.
Yeah,
Mike, Katrina, then Edward. You're the man.
Yes.
See, guys, JD. What a big help. Seriously, not even kidding. It's tough not having my partner here. I'm like literally talking to you guys. Luckily, I've got the voice of God above me to come in and chime in and help out every now and then. Let's move on. We did, again, talk to our good buddy Travis. JD, did you want to say something?
No, I was just putting it in there in case I needed to talk again.
Oh, you're the man. We did. We had our good buddy Travis. And you know what? Speaking of that, please go check out his Kickstarter, the Super Delish Sing-Along comic, Cottage Cheese. It looks cute as heck. If you've got kids or kids in your life, I'm sure you do, because those little guys are everywhere. And I wasn't going to say guys if this was my network. You know, I'd swear a little bit. The bastards. But those little guys are everywhere, so go pick that book up. It is struggling a little bit. We would love to see it happen. And, more comics for kids. Big deal for all of us, because we want to keep this amazing hobby of ours going. And it's not even just hobby, it's a medium. I'm so passionate and important to me that, it means a lot. And it's not just that it's Travis, it's that it's so important. So we had Travis on, and of course, we spoke to him about his books. He's getting us, again, first place tonight, gets a signed copy of Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, which I got to be a part of. I put 2 really cool stories in, so I'm excited about that. And Coins of Judas. So this one is a Judas question. How did Judas Iscariot die? Judas was the betrayer. He was the one who betrayed Jesus. Kissed him on the cheek, I believe, and was paid 30 coins of silver, 30 silver coins, to betray Jesus. How did he die? I remember seeing the movie, and okay, all right, okay, all right. I'm gonna give the first one. Because Trish, you're dead on. So I'm going to actually give it to Trish because she got the full hung himself. He became a priest, a Judas priest. Wow, that's freaking hilarious. But I believe Edward was second, I'm going to say, because I'm giving Trish it first because she was specific. And then was that Katrina who came in after? Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Katrina. Terrific, guys. So we're going good. And Edward, you're keeping it up, man. Every round you're in there. Lyle, I like your answers. And by the way, I don't know if you guys, for those of you who did hear the interview, Travis is going to be sending off stuff to everybody. So at the end of the show, we have a little link that goes down here. And you guys can send off your information, and you guys will all get a digital package of Travis's stuff because he just wants you to check it out. He's got so much amazing work, so you guys are going to dig the heck out of it. But I think it's time to go on to another question. Let's see if Edward can stay in for 6 rounds. This one, also about Judas, but not about Judas. What pop star had a hit with the song Judas? This is in 2018. I didn't actually even know this. I looked up Judas and I was like, oh, dang. Okay, cool. So, yeah. What pop star had a hit with the song Judas? I like this kind of trivia because we get to kind of like, it's about this stuff, but it's not. Murray I don't know who that is, but that is not them. No, Murray had really? Are you saying that because he said that, or did that happen? Because I don't know who Murray Head is, but no, that is not what I was thinking of, and I really hope they didn't. They didn't also have one in 2018. I'm still from David. Okay, yes, no, Murray Head is not what I was thinking of. Man, Edward. What am I gonna do with you, my man? Hey Jude, the Beatles, Lyle, not bad. I feel Lyle at this point, I'm giving you a point. Actually, I'm giving you 3 points, Lyle, because that's hilarious. We're gonna go Edward 3, Mike, I believe was second place, so we're gonna go Mike 2, and Trish, we're gonna go gets 3. Murray Head played Jesus in the play. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, man, sometimes you just have to answer and hope for something. I feel you, David. Good for you, buddy. Keep it up. Edward is fighting away, running away with this. Make it tough on him. Okay? We got more questions coming. I'm going to do one more right now. And then, so here's another sort of religious question, but also very comic-centric. And I bet you my buddy Mike knows this one. If I know Mike, which Top Cow heroine uses the weapon known as the Spear of Destiny? For those of you out there, the Spear of Destiny is considered to be the spear that was used by, I believe it was Longinus, to pierce the side of Jesus when he died, and then it became powerful. So, what Top Cow heroine uses the Spear of Destiny? Very excited. Katrina, Witchblade is such a good one, but no. Mike, no, not the Angelus. Great answer. And Angelus, by the way, not much of a heroine. Not Angelus, nope. Also, like I said, Mary, Trish, you're so close. Use the last name. Kung Fu Panda. Lyle, I love you. Keep it up. Wait, could be Mary. Yeah, but it's not Mary. Lara Croft. She's a Top Cow character. You know what? It's not Mary Magdalene. All right. He got it dead on, Edward. And again, guys, does not have to be spelled right either. But yes, it is Magdalena. I'm going to give that one to Edward. I'm going to give 2 points to Mike because he did get that. And so who gets the final point? You know what? I'm giving it to Lyle because I thought his answer was hilarious. And you know what? I get to do that because it's my show and I'm having a really good time with you guys. So you know what? Stick around. We're going to have more trivia right after this.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds, a promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Go follow the experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What is going on? Okay, I put my glasses on. Time to get serious. Yeah, Katrina, get down. Take Edward off his throne. What's going on, guys? If you're new, fantastic to see you. And guys, we have such a great crowd tonight. I'm so happy to have all of you. This is Talking Treats Trivia. Triple T. Man, I'm having a blast with you guys. Whew. All right, cool. Anyways, I was looking at one of my questions and I was like, dude, that's really hard. Maybe I need to come up with several different answers to it. So I did that because I care, right? My name is Chuck and you know what's up. So yeah, Talking Treats Trivia. We have an amazing package today. The person who gets first place, they get a signed copy of the graphic novel Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. I sold out of that so easily this weekend. Katrina will tell you the same thing. So easy to sell. And I'm sure Mike and Trish, who've probably read it, they could tell you the same thing. Absolutely amazing book. So you guys will just dig that and love it. And the other thing is Coins of Judas, which has sold out in comic shops and is coming back with another two-parter. You're going to get the first issue signed by our man, Travis Gibb. Dude, that's just like, how can you go wrong there? So, again, as always, no Googling. And so far, I think you guys have been doing amazing. I always give hints and stuff. 3 points for first place, 2 points for second, 1 for third. Let's do it. Let's go right back into the trivia. Again. All right. This one, I don't even know why I went way off the rails. I sold out of my 2 copies. It flew off yeah, right? You don't even have to pitch that book. You just point at it, and people love it. Yes. This one, I went off the rails, and I went to way out of my comfort zone. What is considered to have who is considered to have started the boy band trend? I'm going to give you 4 possible answers. Is it the Backstreet Boys, Menudo, New Kids on the Block, or New Edition? Who is considered to have started the boy band trend? Is it the Beatles? Okay, we got Menudo there. Menudo. Okay, we got some Menudos happening. New Kids on the Block is happening as well. Menudo. I will tell you, actually, the boy band trend came before the name. And actually, this band technically started in the 70s. So if you had said Backstreet Boys, I would say you are incorrect. I actually would have Brian would have guessed yeah, but the thing is that boy bands usually don't play their own instruments. So we don't actually consider them that way because those guys definitely played their own instruments. So I'm going to give you guys the answers again. Menudo, New Kids on the Block. We said it was not Backstreet Boys, and New Edition. TikTok, my cuties. I need 3 people to give the answer. New Kids on the Block from Lyle. Menudo from David. Edward comes in with some New Edition. I was wondering when someone was going to pick that one. Shots fired, but I guess pretty true. What are they going to do? Come at me? Katrina came in with New Edition. So we've got Edward with New Edition, Katrina with New Edition, and Trish with New Edition. Guys, that's it. It was New Edition. The Archies. Oh, that's a good one. That's a very... David, I'm giving you a point for the Archies because I just love that. It's comic book related. You deserve that. See, if you guys give me a fun answer, you're going to get it. Not that other people's answers aren't fun. I did like the Beatles. That was a good one. Here's a weird one. I did not know this, and this one is going to be difficult. The code in the Matrix comes from what food recipes? So it's a type of food. But yeah, those symbols in the Matrix, it's funny. The production designer was looking at one of his wife's food cookbooks and saw these weird symbols in their cookbook, and so took that and used that as the code for the Matrix, because it's not just necessarily zeros and ones. Wow, I was hoping that this might be a harder one. Menudo. That's good, David. That's really good. Rice Krispies treats. Alphabet soup. Okay, I like that. Oh my gosh, I actually know this one. Oh, how do you, Edward? I thought you've known all of them so far. No, Katrina, you don't have to answer anymore. You got it right the first time. We've got Katrina with it, and David is on the board again. All right, that's right, guys. It was sushi. Crazy, right? Yeah, the production designer, his wife is going through her recipe book for sushi. First off, the fact that his wife was making him sushi, I'm not a fish guy, but like that's a heck of a wife. A lot of people would be like, let's do takeout. Let's pick up some from the gas station because everyone loves gas station sushi, I hear. Don't get that. But yeah, sushi. My goodness, guys, this is a great match. We're doing fantastic, and I really appreciate all of you being here. I saw Keanu talk about that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't even know where I found that trivia. I was just looking, I saw that, and I was like, that's freaking interesting. And obviously it is. And that's the fun thing about trivia. It's not just about guessing the answers. It's also about like picking up these cool tidbits that stick in your brain. You never know where they're going to come up. They're so much fun. Here's one for the ladies. I think the ladies are going to like this one. Who actually drew the sketch of Rose in the movie Titanic? Not the, like we all know Jack drew it, like one of his French girls, but who actually drew that picture? And here's a funny thing. The person is not known as an artist. This one won't be easy either. I'm not even going to give you clues necessarily because, well, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to give you clues because it's not easy. The person was definitely connected to the movie. How about that? So either an actor or something like that. And wow, David. It was Chuck Pineau. It should have been Chuck Pineau, right? James Cameron would not take my art. He would not accept it. Mike. And Katrina. Oh no, Mike, you got 2 points. Katrina got 1. Cool. Tom Jones. That's good, man. That's very good. Edward, this is the first one. You went like 8 rounds. This is the first one where Edward didn't get one. Guys, topple him off that throne. Good job, everybody. That's right. It was James Cameron. He actually sat down and drew, I can't remember her name, the actress. She's a wonderful actress. Madame Butterfly. But he drew, but she was in a bikini when he drew her, and then obviously he added his own little thing. It's not unusual to be drawn by anyone. That's good, JD. That's really good. We only have a couple more questions left to get that amazing Travis Gibb package, the Coins of Judas issue 1 signed, and Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, signed. Let's go on to the next one. He's got that. Travis has that great book, Granite State Punk. The Granite State is New Hampshire. And so a little bit of New Hampshire trivia would be, what is New Hampshire's state bird? I will give you a small clue going in. That state bird, it's a particular color. So it would be the color and then the type of bird. Very excited to see what you guys come up with. We're going to see all sorts of things. Sparrow, not a sparrow. And if you do come up with the second one, of course, but not a sparrow. Red robin, great. No, but that's really good. A yellow big bird, Edward, that's great. Blue jay, that's a Toronto bird right there, man. Not a blue jay. Katrina Roberts comes out of left freaking field. Magpie, not a magpie. Edward. And do we have one more? Does anybody else want to guess the correct answer? We're going to actually, who said yellow big bird? Because that was freaking, was that Edward? I already gave him points. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I can't give you more points. Sorry, buddy. You didn't deserve it. Mikey's in. All right, Mikey. You got the point. That's right. I copied Katrina. Copy. That's fine, man. If you find someone who you think has the right answer, or if I said, that's it, jump on it, man. Good for you guys. That's right. It is the purple finch. I never would have known that. My kiddo loves the finch. That's what their handle on the internet. When they go on like the Discord and stuff, it's finch. So I really like that answer, and I was like, I'm gonna go with that one. JD, after this, we've got our boy Henri, right? I believe so. We're gonna have his.
You caught me drinking. It is actually not. Next up is 360 Comics with Joe. He made the jump over from Instagram, and he's been doing great. A lot of really cool stuff on his shows. And then after that, at 10 p.m. Eastern is Henri. Okay, cool. All right. So go check out Joe. And then after that is my boy Henri. Henri and I are tight. He's, you know what? He's a lot of the reason I'm here today. So if you guys had a good time, or if you didn't, blame Henri. Okay, I think I can do at least one more question. Okay, yeah, this is my last question, so we're going to do this last one. I have gotten into, I'm a huge The Last of Us fan. I was there day one when the game came out, not to do anything like that. And as soon as they showed the show and they showed that the creator of it was going to be in it, I was super excited. So I had to include this week a The Last of Us question. Just had to do it. So here's what I'm going to do. Which actors from The Last of Us game were also in the show? You don't have to necessarily use the actors' names. You can use the character names from the game that they were in. But let us know. And also, I'd love to hear if you guys are digging it, because I'm loving it. I was born in The Last of Us, molded by it. Yes, Brian. That's right. And I only need 2. There's 4 of them. Burt Reynolds. I only need 2 of them. But tell Henri to fill out his. I will, but you should tell him. So yeah, which 2 actors from The Last of Us? Troy Baker, Katrina is one. That's correct. Tom Cruise was not in it, sadly. No. Ashley Johnson. Yes, Ashley Johnson was in it. Joel played the guy who is eating people. That's right. Joel, he did. That's absolutely true. Never watch it, dude. You gotta play that game first off, but watch it as well. Katrina comes in with 3 points. Merle Dandridge, that's right. At this point, I'm pretty sure you're Googling, hun. One of the actors was the second in command. Kids. That's right, David. That's right. And I believe David second place. The people so far, Merle Dandridge is 1, Troy Baker is 1, Ashley Johnson was 1, and Jeffrey Pierce, who played Tommy in the game. was one. No one mentioned him.
So he had
Pardon me?
Katrina was in first with Troy Baker, and then Edward was second with Ashley Johnson.
Okay.
And Katrina came in again.
Katrina doesn't get points again.
Merle Dandridge. And then Edward came again with Troy Baker. And Lyle said Ed McMahon.
Lyle's incorrect. So somebody give us, who said Ashley Johnson?
It looks like Ed Weir.
Because that was one of them.
Katrina were the only ones who answered anything correctly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is anyone going to give me an answer? I'm going to give one to Lyle because I've loved Lyle. He's been a lot of fun. I really appreciate him being here. I'm pretty sure I know who the answer, who won, but let me just do this really, really quick. All right. And then we've got... Ooh, this was actually really close, guys. Katrina, Edward, you two were so close. Literally 2 points separated. Absolutely amazing. Mike, Trish, Lyle, David, you guys are all going to win a sick prize. You guys are going to, afterwards, come into the EXP website, put in your stuff, and we will send you a digital copy of a digital package of books. But the winner is Edward with 22 points. Katrina, you had 20. Guys, that's absolutely amazing. That is our game. Yes, Edward, you knew it was Edward, didn't you? You had that already typed up, ready to go. Yeah, Edward, fantastic game, dude. You did killer, but you guys all did great, man. Everyone wins an award today. Next week, I've got the absolutely amazing Lori Foster on, and I believe she might have some original art. So tell all your friends. Next week is going to be an amazing show with all sorts of awesome prizes. We're going to keep doing this. I'm so glad all of you guys came out. Thank you so much. My name is Chuck, and I give a... Stay tuned for more amazing shows from the EXP. Thank you, guys.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using